So weirdly, on a Monday morning, I find myself in a semi-derelict building, and it's one that has particular resonance for me because I came here as a kid. Lots of youngsters in Bournemouth and Pondering up in the 70s and the 80s. We came to a place called the Boscombe Drama Centre, and this is what's left of it. BCCA, it's known as today, the Boscombe, or is it Bournemouth, Community Centre for the Arts. And it is the subject of a bit of a heated debate locally because the council closed it as a service to the public back in 04 or 05, something like that, or was it 07, a while ago anyway. And it's been basically empty ever since, shamefully, gathering dust whilst they try to work out what to do with it. Apparently it was not viable as a community service, and yet Boscombe is a place that doesn't half need community services, and creative ones at that. So it's been a bit of an issue, pulling together a whole range of different people here, local creatives and activists, and some plucky souls actually moved in and occupied the site, which is a sprawling labyrinth of a site apparently, and stopped demolition, which has been a rumour over this place for a very, very long time. The truth of it is that there's no relationship there, and the years of hard work and business planning that's gone into trying to come up with a reason to keep this open hasn't actually connected with the council at all, and nobody at the council seems to be owning it. Nobody at BCCA seems to have forged a relationship with anyone there to make them own it or win over a champion. And yet they say they've got a very, very good business case for making this work. And it's linked historically to the Shelley Manor, gifted to the public and all sorts of other things. So there's an awful lot of rumour and heartache and misinformation and half-truth kind of all ranked up in here. And meanwhile, evidence of creativity and fun and all kinds of wonderful things is just casually around the place. Like this. Look at this. I think I might. Actually, I think I might throw that away. It's a bit dirty and horrible. So, what is the truth here? I don't know. I feel myself slightly outside it, so I can't really comment properly other than something ought to happen. It's a big place that needs a lot of money putting into it, but something a lot more creative could be done with this big resourceful site if people just got behind it and started throwing some ideas around creatively and constructively. Me, it's just slightly weird to see it again, actually, because obviously I'm rather bigger than I was when I was last here. Although, no, that's not true, because my sister did some sort of drama centre thing here a while ago. But I know it took the fight out of people who were keeping it running at the time, as slowly government policy just, I think, eroded the funding to do this, and eroded people's souls involved with it at the time. And so we have to now, I don't know, I say we. Who is we? It's a very desperate group of people involved with this, for sure. There's a lot of people who just find it very easy to shout anti-council things, and I understand why, but it isn't nearly informed enough. And there's a lot of information and knowledge here as well, but it's not joined up somehow. It's all a bit pointlessly passionate at the moment, and it's disappointing it hasn't got more effect from the Echo and other local bits of news, but it has had some, and there are some 3,000 people now signed up, and a lot of local creatives care. Meanwhile, the eviction this morning is going on. And there it is, 10 o'clock this morning. They turned up on the dot, very punctual, these chaps. And it's all jolly polite and so on, but actually the guys don't want to leave, but there's a court order as to why they have to. And I don't think the fight here is a planning application or a court order. It's actually about trying to stop this place being demolished and buying time and building relationship with people. Can we do it? We really chuffing should. Something should be done on this site much more creative than what's being proposed. And the council needs to get a damn sight more engaged, that's for certain. Someone needs to own it and see the spark of the possibility. This is a bloody opportunity for the council to show what good stuff's going on in there, as well as all the mistakes and lack of joined up thinking that is really the villain here. So imagination is needed, and this place has been providing it and facilitating it for years to all kinds of people who have potential in them to be unlocked. Can we unlock new potential for this place, I wonder? I really hope so.